Hey everyone, it's Drew from Top City Gear again, and today I just want to show you guys a little piece of gear that I picked up that makes it easy and rather inconspicuous to carry concealed in a situation like on a hiking trail or walking trail or maybe even jogging, and that is this rather good sized fanny pack slash water carrier. And this is just an Outdoors brand, or Outdoors Products brand that you can get at Walmart. And it actually works pretty good because it's got a good size to it. And with the water bottles, I think the water bottles is what really makes it inconspicuous. I'll talk a little bit more about that, but first why don't we take a look inside here. Alright, so let's take a closer look at this pack here. Now first off, can you tell there's a gun in there? No, you can't tell. Come on. It actually hides a gun pretty darn well. Now you can see here, if you've watched my videos, you probably caught on that I like the Remora holsters. So this is my Remora with the SR9c from Ruger. And I find that it's got this back mesh pouch here. Also got your knife there. That really is convenient to keep a holster like this in, because once you strap this belt around your waist here, that mesh is just going to pull tight, and it's really going to grip the Remora holster pretty well. And I'll show you that here in a minute. But you can put your gun back there, and that keeps it from printing. And if you wanted to carry a knife, you can stick it there. Now, as you can see here, there's also quite a bit of room in front of that mesh, you know, to keep all kinds of extra stuff there. I mean, if you want to keep an extra mag, which I usually do, you can stick that in there. And one other thing I also do, since this has dual zippers on it, it makes it more of an ambidextrous setup as far as the draw is concerned. But I always like to tuck one of the zipper pulls in and then tighten the other one over that. That way, since I'm, you know, drawing with the left, this is the way I would want to pull it. And with there not being two zipper pulls there, I don't run the risk of pulling them both and then, you know, it still being closed. So just a little idea there for you. And then also it's got a thinner front pocket here, but you can keep things like wallet, cell phone, keys, that kind of stuff. And then of course you've got your water bottles here. Now these are half-liter bottles, and they're just kind of a nice blue plastic. And you know, this is not a lot of water, but you know, for a few miles it's probably adequate. And especially if you've got somebody with you, like you know, a spouse or somebody, you know, it just looks like you're carrying bottles for you and your spouse. So you know, it doesn't really look conspicuous, I guess. You know, it doesn't look like a gun pack. Some of the larger gun fanny packs, you know, that are kind of big and square like this, they kind of look, you know, pretty obviously like a gun. But this one, I think, really, it just doesn't, just because of I think the water bottle is what really set it off. It just looks, you know, looks a little bit dorky, but dorky's usually not considered dangerous by most people. And then you look on the back here, and it's got quite a bit of mesh and then padding behind it, so it's pretty comfortable in the front. This strap, it kind of depends on how much weight you've got in it, whether it's super comfortable. It kind of can dig into you a little bit. There's nothing real fancy there, but you know, just basic plastic snap. But I mean, it gets the job done. It's not too bad. If you've got a shirt on underneath it, it doesn't really chafe too much. But I guess that's pretty much all for the close-up. So why don't we take a look and see what it looks like with it around my waist here. Alright, well here's a look at this pack mounted on my person here. And as you can see, it actually is fairly large. You know, with the bottles, it pretty much covers my whole profile there, waistline. But it's actually fairly comfortable. And just wanted to show you what I was talking about a little bit earlier with the gun in the back pocket there. I don't know if you can see, but with the belt tightened around the waist, that really draws in this mesh tight, and it really holds the gun holster in place and allows for a quick and easy draw there. Now if you start jogging, it will shift a little bit, but it's not too bad. You know, it might take a little bit of adjusting around, but I found it's actually pretty easy to get used to. If it does get a little heavy, because all this stuff does add up after a while, you know, you can always lift it up by the handle there and kind of readjust it. So it's really, this is not too bad. I mean, it looks a little goofy, but then again, goofy doesn't look conspicuous or dangerous. And really, for the price, you know, it's kind of hard to beat. Thanks for watching, and stay prepared.